De Niro grabbed the mic, but couldn't quite finish.
How can this be happening? Look at the power of the No Kings National Uprising. Look at the power of the No Kings National Uprising. Afraid of Trump? Please.
Please. Part of curing TDS is admitting you have a problem, and De Niro bared his soul.
Every morning when I get up, I reach for my phone to look at the headlines of the day. And for some time now, I start every morning depressed about the latest outrage from our would-be king. Every day, there's something new and crazy.
Now, if you want to find real kings, look at the Senate. Chuck Schumer, Bernie Sanders, and in the House, Maxine, have all been in power longer than Mao, Mussolini, and Napoleon. Trump won the popular vote and the Electoral College, and he's been in office the second time for what, 15 months? But he's the king. Democrats can't even tell you what a woman is, but they can tell you what tyranny means, and it's anything Trump does.
I could have never imagined the day would come when we were staring down at this kind of creeping authoritarianism in the United States of America. But we are here because Donald Trump just has not chipped away at our democracy. He has taken a wrecking ball to the very foundation of what makes America great.
Democrats stole Biden's votes and crowned Kamala queen. They shut down churches during COVID. They even arrested a woman for giving a haircut, just even a trim, and censored you for cracking jokes about Fauci. Liberals believe they were born with the natural right to rule. And anytime they're not in power, democracy's in crisis. When they lose an election, it's catastrophic. And they call in the deep state, and they call in Black Lives Matter to take you out. But take a good look at the No Kings vanguard here. They're waving communist flags in Manhattan. In LA, kill ICE. In Portland, yeah, they went full Antifa.
Back them up! Back up!
Democrats are telegraphing a full-on takeover if they win back power. Pack the courts, nuke the filibuster, mass censorship, mass amnesty, mass arrests of ICE agents. Even though they don't look like court jesters, everything they're promising to do is what a king would do. Former Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. All right, K-Mac, you've studied these movements. Tell me a little bit about No Kings. What's it all about?
You know what it's all about? They're not fighting kings, they're fighting election resorts they don't agree with. It's not a no kings rally, it's a no Republican rally. And if they really want to think about it, does America want to go back to topless transgender individuals out on the White House lawn? They rejected that, and it wasn't even close. It was a popular vote. President Trump won, and he won every single swing state. And they've been trying to hold these rallies ever since. They disagree with democracy. Here we are at the 25th anniversary.
This is disgusting.
They're talking no kings when we should be celebrating our democracy for the last 250 years, the longest serving. They're just so out of touch.
Should we be doing this, Republicans? Should they be out in the streets, staying loose, staying juiced up? Because, I mean, these people are always, on.
Yes. Now, there's also an undercurrent why. Now, I told you, this is about election results they don't like. Why do they put the money into this? Why do they fund this? Because they want to mobilize for the next coming election. They want to get people's names. They want to get you excited. And if Republicans just sit back, because if you look at the intensity level, especially when it comes to special elections, Democrats are winning. We can't sit back and just assume we're going to win. We've got to get excited. We've got to have the policies we care about, and we have to fight back.
Who's funding No Kings?
Well, if you look through it, I'm sure it's Soros and the others, and they put it in for it's what you call GOTV, get out the vote.
Man, they're violent, these No Kings.
President Trump would go do rallies, and we'd have thousands of people. we did that, and he would do that to motivate people, but also to build the ground game for the election day coming forward. He would pick the states he
Wow,
would go
look at
to.
him.
This is where even Bill Clinton was telling Hillary Clinton, you really should get up to Michigan, you should get up to Wisconsin. President Trump was going there all the time, holding the rallies, bringing people out to vote. Now, if we sit back and we allow them to continue to do this, they're going to have a better turnout model than we can.
Maybe after the little excursion in the Middle East, the president can get back on the trail and jazz everybody up. I think that's what it's going to take. But go ahead.
You know what we need to do, though? We count on the president to do everything for us. He's got to whip the votes in the House. He's got to come up with the ideas for the Senate. He's got to govern around the world and make the world safer. He's got to secure the border himself. We need to help him. We need to join with him and do a lot of this stuff that he shouldn't always have to be carrying the torch for every single time. He's showing us how to make America stronger. That's enough, and we could come out and hold our own rallies for them. You watch that the Fertillas would do it in the boats coming on the weekends. We should plan that as our own party and have other people join with us.
All right, McCarthy.
We should celebrate democracy.
McCarthy's going to be out on the cigarette boat in the Bay this weekend. Cigarettes, beer. He's going to be blasting the music. Let's just try to stay safe, McCarthy. Okay? No one's going overboard. We got to.